G'day, it's Monday the 12th of September. This is the first instalment I'll make on a few crop tour videos that I'll do over the next 4 to 6 weeks. I'll try and cover most of northern New South Wales, but today we're just going to start on the Liverpool Plains. We'll just have a quick look from the top of the Breezer Plain, go down the eastern side of the Liverpool Plains to Karoona, Pine Ridge and Blackville, and then back up through the middle through Spring Ridge. So at the moment we're just west of Curlewis and in a crop of what looks like a late sown wheat crop. I don't know how many fields I'll be able to get into today. We had 20 to 40 mil on the end of last week, and they're talking another 40 to 60 on Tuesday, Wednesday. So things are looking pretty wet. But I'll try and have a quick look at most things and hopefully a worthwhile update. Anyway, I'll keep moving down the Breezer Plain and see what we come across. I'm just east of Nay, still on the Breezer Plain, and I'm seeing a fair bit of this. There's a lot of water laying around. Not letting anyone get anywhere near the crops at the moment. If this rain tomorrow and Wednesday comes to fruition, it's going to be a hell of a lot wetter than this and start causing some major issues. Generally, what I've seen so far is wheat, and it looks pretty much like this wheat here. Sown a little late, probably because it was too wet to get on the country. A few hundred yards down the road from where I pulled up before, so still east of Nay. Look, I haven't seen a bad crop of wheat yet. There's just varying degrees of excellent crops, and this one was definitely worth pulling up and having a look at. The flag leaves coming out, and it's got to be 20-25 mil wide on it. They're just superb crops. I haven't seen crops this good for a long time. Bit of canola over there on the edge of the hill. Looks like whatever they sprayed the bindweed with is working pretty well. Still just at Nay. This is the first crop of chickpeas I've come across today. No doubt it won't be the last. It's looking pretty good. It doesn't seem to be showing any signs of any disease, any stress, anything. It's not flowering yet, but it's maybe knee high and solid. I'm just a little bit further down the plain now, Breezer. That's Breezer Station there. You can see it's still very wet. It's not often you see moss growing on the black soil here. It doesn't seem to be having too much of an impact on the crop though at the moment. And I'm just between Karoona and Pine Ridge at the moment. It's been pretty much a lot of fallow through here, a bit of canola, a bit of wheat, but a bit of fallow. Maybe cotton is on the mind of a lot of the people farming through here. I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out in October. But the wheat, yeah, it's fairly low here, so sown late, but looking good. Not quite as wet here as what it was further north, but still pretty wet. Looks like a spray rig coming into the field down the end here. So obviously not as wet as what it was further north. Just a little west of Pine Ridge. More wheat here. It's just a carbon copy of the wheat I've seen all day. It's just doing it fantastically well. Flag leaf just coming out, so throw a head out here in a few weeks. Just more of the same. I'm not about to jump over this fence. It's electric. I'm not sure whether it's on or off. I'm just sort of west of Pine Ridge, looking towards Windy Station, just on the Pine Ridge Blackville Road, I suppose they call it, I don't know. I've seen a little bit of canola today, not a heap, and you know, off in the distance you can see big squares of yellow around the place, so there's a little bit about here. But it's all about this stage, you know, it's about 5 foot high, fully flowering, full of bees. I start sneezing just when I drive past it, so I'm not about to go walk right through it, but very pretty. Just down west of Willow Tree now, it's a late sown crop of chickpeas. The establishment's pretty good, but you know, it's very late, so there's not a lot to see just at the moment. It'll be interesting to see how they finish, being so late. It's probably the latest I've seen chickpeas sown before. Anyway, I'll head back towards Blackville, probably pull up a couple of times along the way there and see what we can see. Just between Willow Tree and Blackville, down the McDonald's Creek Road, and yeah, you can see this canola from the road, so I thought I'd come in and have a bit of a look at it. Very picturesque down here in the bottom of the valley. I'm just at Blackville now. I'm going to head towards Spring Ridge and around the lake and back home soon, so I'll have a couple more crops to look at, but not too many more. The wheat's basically, you know, being exceptional all the way around. It's probably a little bit drier here at Blackville than where it is at most other places I've been to, but in saying that, you know, you can still see it's pretty bloody wet. But yep, more good wheat. It's good to see for a change. Anyway, I'll head up to Spring Ridge and around the lake and see what we see that way. Still south of Spring Ridge, we've got a favour bean crop. Looks like it's under a centre pivot. Surrounded by some chickpeas. The favour beans, they're flowering pretty well, but they haven't put any pods on yet. About thigh high. I'm just north of Spring Ridge now in a crop of chickpeas. It's the first crop I've seen with any real issues, but I think it's just on the edge here where it's a bit lower and it's had a bit of water laying in it. So maybe if we get this rain here in a couple of days, it'll probably take out a few of the low-lying areas here. But basically the crops have all been pretty good. From what I can tell, everyone's using all the fungicides in a timely manner and doing what they should be doing to look after them. So there's no reason why they shouldn't be looking fantastic. I'm just north of Spring Ridge on the Goran Lake Road now. I'll go around the lake road here and head back to Gunnedah, but there's some exceptionally good wheat across here. Just starting to throw a head out now. You know, the sloping country like this and, you know, rain in the forecast, it's, I don't know, it's hard to calculate what something this good will yield at the end of the day. I suppose we'll find out in December, but yeah, very nice. So yeah, just down the road a little bit further, still on the Goran Lake Road in Uji, and yeah, this is a crop of wheat we had a quick look at the other day, and it didn't have any heads out then. It's just starting to get a head out here and there now. It's yeah, it's a really nice crop of wheat. Who knows what this thing will yield? You sort of can't get into it to do a head count. It's that thick. But we'll keep an eye on this one over the next couple of months, and I don't know, as it starts to turn, we'll come back down here and have a good look at it and see what it can tell us then. But at this stage, I think it's Lancer wheat, so it's got the yield potential, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll make that the last stop for the day, and I'll try and do another one next Monday, and talk to you then.